Hello, crops. So this is something like backpack battler mixed with auto chess. First you have these seeds and then you have to place them correctly in order to spawn the plant. It says like on the left how they need to be placed, and then after like you have enough space and place them correctly, this auto battler part happens, and then you just need to go through levels. There's a free demo and it's 701. Books of Grandura. This is like a survivor. Like there's like a bunch of enemies, you kill them, like lots of abilities, like there's like a bunch of numbers on the screen. And is it like a wave based or like a level based? Okay, there's a free time and it's 731. Kiopioke, so this is some kind of platformer. You play this like a, how is it called? Woodpecker? And then you have to get stuck on these moving platforms or any kinds of food, and you can kind of navigate left and right as you're stuck onto it. Okay, this is 943. Flintlock, the Siege of Dawn. This is soul-like adventure magic. Okay, so bunch of enemies. Seems like you have different classes, lots of different attacks, also ranged, and you just go around, kill enemies, and I assume there's also boss fights. Okay, this looks like a boss fight. It's like a bug. Well, fights look good, but there is no UI. Could be decent. So this is 35.99. SCHiM. Okay, so in this game you play like a shadow creature, like I don't know how to explain, and you have to jump from shadow to shadow. Some objects are stationary and then you can jump for them, but some, for example, like humans and cats and these machines, you have to wait for them to like move, and yeah, you have to like navigate like their shadows, like move together with them and then pass to the finish line. Okay, so this is 22.49 and there is a free demo. Escape from Clive. This is survival shooter, so I guess you have to get at the resources like in most survival games, and then this one you're like shooting like maybe zombies, maybe other players. It's a single player, so no other players. And I don't see like building happening, so maybe it's like extraction survival. This is 119. Magic paper. Roguelike inventory management. Okay, so this is kind of like Diablo or like a Path of Exile. Like you just kill a bunch of enemies, you have health, mana bar, and abilities at the bottom. And it's more like a room-based survivor, right? You go from room to room and kill the enemies. And then I guess at the end it's like a boss fight. This is 887. The Gravity Trickster. 3D platformer. So you play this robot and you kind of have this lock view. You can like shift left and right, and then I guess you have to move forward, or like your camera is like focused forward, and then you can like use jump, and I guess you have to collect the keys and then go to the finish line, and then there's this like extra collectibles. There's a free demo and it's 13.79. Ninja Chowdown Glaze of Glory. So is this like a 2D, kind of like a runner? You have to collect these food items, and I don't know, is this pet cosmetic or they actually help you? Like these items like for 500 coins. That has to be like a upgrade. And this helicopter seems like a boss fight. This is 8.99. And Meifumado, so this is 2D action. So there's a little bit of platforming, looting the chest, maybe you can get new equipment. Is this like a single enemy that's this stuff? I thought it was like a boss fight, but it seems like all the enemies are this stuff. Okay, this is 13.49. Norland. So this is base building simulation. It seems like you have to build your base and also like build like units to combat. And this is how the map looks, right? So you have to go conquer to the map maybe. So this is 23.99. Summer Games Challenge. Okay, so this seems like a bunch of mini games, like swimming, archery, jumping, and this like a pole, and others like Olympic games, right? This is 1049. Earl versus the Mutants. So this is a survivor, but you play like a car instead of the usual character. So just kill everything on the screen, level up, and get new upgrades. And the time is ticking down instead of up, so there's like a limit how much it is per level, right? It's not endless. This is 551. Dungeons of Hinterberg. So this is action, adventure, exploration. So you go around this map, there's like enemies that you can kill. And okay, there's also a boss fight. This seems like a boss fight. And like there's also loot to collect, and I don't know what's the end goal, maybe like just pass the levels. But it kinda looks like open map though. So there's a free demo and it's 26.99. Union of Gnomes. So this is like a card game where you have these gnomes that do they have shared cost? I think they do. So I have 3 mana, and then you have to spend those 3 mana to play the cards, right? And then you have to defeat the enemies. And there's also this pad that you can take, it's like either fights or like shop or like events. Okay, this is 1331. DarkTimes Wrath of the Raven. So this is top-down shooter, lots of traps, it seems like lots of different levels, and there's also platforming. This is 1179. Galaia. Okay, I said it correctly. So like platforming a little bit, like a little bit of puzzles. You can collect this like it's just cosmetic or like equipment, right? These wings. And so it's like a shooter, like you go around and shoot stuff, shoot enemies, and then you go from room to room. Like the door opens when you kill all the enemies, it seems like, and this seems like a boss fight. This is 449. Space Prison. So this is turn-based tactics, so more like a story-based, and you can have like 3 characters maybe, and you just have to like kill all the enemies and then go from this like event to event. And it seems like they have different attacks. Like I don't see like, is it auto battling or like do you have to use their abilities? So this is 1799. USC Counterforce. So this is co-op multiplayer. It can also be played single player. Again, turn-based game. You have a bunch of different characters, and then there's, I guess, all kinds of creatures, aliens attacking you, and you have to defeat them. And you can also build your base and get some kind of upgrades, maybe upgrade characters. This is 1199. Rogue Citadel. So this seems like a tower defense. So you can build all kinds of towers and then enemies are coming, and then you have to kinda explore and build towers further and further so you can collect the loot, I assume. Okay, this is 877 and there's a free demo. A Whisper in the Twilight. Okay, this is point and click puzzle. So you just go around and find stuff to interact with. I don't see any puzzle yet, just walking around. But if it says there's puzzles, there has to be at least one puzzle. So this is 1560. RetroZen, so this is a racing game. It says retros, it is. So it's just going straight and dodging the cars and getting the points, leaderboard based kinda. Okay, this is 139. Old School Rally. Okay, so similar to the last one, except this one is not point based. This one actually has different tracks that you have to drive, and then you have a timer. Okay, this is 877, and those are all paid games for today. Links to Steam store page for all these games in the description. Okay, see you.